This homework example came in from a student. It's an excellent example. I'm going to highlight especially for any of the students who are heading in to calculus, whether you're doing what your institution might call business calculus or survey of calculus or short calculus. It's very likely that you'll need to be able to work with expressions such as this in those studies. So let's look at this. What we have is f of 4 added to f of h. Here's a nice approach to this. Don't be afraid to use some color to highlight what you're doing, and don't be afraid to even overwrite what you might need for each of these problems. If you see what I've got here, let me erase the 4 for just a minute. This is a really good approach that tends to work almost seamlessly. And some students don't like to use this process because you're writing a little bit more. But let me tell you that if you will just embark on this process in this way, even though it's writing just a little bit more, you're probably going to find a very high level of success with the example. Here's what we have. We have f of x equals x squared minus 5. What I've written here in function notation is f of blank equals blank squared minus 5. And I've written that twice, once for the f of 4 and once for the f of h. Now when I do f of 4, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace each of the x's with a 4. Easy, right? We just have 4 squared minus 5. That probably wasn't the challenge for most students. It's probably the notation, getting used to the function notation. But this calculation of 4 squared minus 5, 4 squared is 16, 16 minus 5 is 11. And then let's do the same thing with h. f of h equals h squared minus 5. Notice that I'm going to replace each of the x's with h. And what does that give us? It gives us an h squared minus 5. Now, what's going to happen when I add these two together? When I add 11 to the h squared minus 5, we're going to have h squared plus 11 minus 5. And you see that that could simplify to be h squared plus 11 minus 5, which is 6. So that's it. That's the final result. When I simplify the expression, f of x equals x squared minus 5, for f of 4 plus f of h, I get h squared plus 6. I hope that that process has helped you. Let me walk through it just one more time in the case you missed any of that. Here's what we did. We were trying to evaluate f of 4. That was 4 squared minus 5, which came to 11, plus f of h. f of h is h squared minus 5, which doesn't simplify, it's just h squared minus 5. When I combine those, I get h squared, and then I get plus 11 minus 5, or combine the 11 and the negative 5 to get the plus 6. So we get h squared plus 6. And that's it. I hope that this short video has helped you. If you do need any further assistance with it, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be happy to add even more explanation for you.